We go. It only took almost half an hour till Team Tricked finally found the lobby and got the players together. Anyway, this is D2RO Romania and it's Maven versus Trick time.
Yeah, thank God it finally got underway. And Maven, they start out with a really standard ban, being the Ancient Apparition. They just don't want to deal with the Ice Blast.
Yep, definitely. Let's see how the bans go. Like, at least the AA is going according to plan. And I'm already rusty. I actually fell asleep almost, like watching just 25 minutes a lobby.
Yeah, life of a caster.
Yeah.
And oh, Tricked. They ban out the Nyx Assassin. Sure, it's a strong hero, but usually not like first ban worthy at least.
Well, at least, I mean, last week we saw him pretty often come in, even the first rotation, but then, like most teams prioritize the Invoker and the AA, the Lycan, etc., all over the Nyx Assassin, but they go for the ban we saw like 1.5 weeks ago coming out by almost all the teams. But since then, the Nyx Assassin and the Ember sort of just fell behind a bit in the ban rotations, I have to say. They come either out as pick or in the second ban rotation.
Yeah, and Maven, they start with a Mirana. What's your take on that?
Well, I like the Mirana at any point, but I don't like her as the first pick.
Yeah, it definitely can just fall off and be a little bit weak. I mean, Mirana has the ability to just set up so many kills and team fights with just a nice arrow. But if they use it as a hard carry, just safe lane farming Mirana, it more often than not just doesn't fill the role of a hard carry.
Yep, exactly. And we didn't see the Fury in the bans, so it comes out for Trick's Esports. And we also didn't see the Lycan, and that is actually a dangerous combination Tricked Esports can go for here. If they pick up the Lycan plus the Nature's Prophet, that would be really nasty combo, since all of those creeps, that would be like 6 pair of creeps plus possibly 2 Necros coming out, plus possible Necros coming out even by the other players, and all of them get Howl. With that, your siege and of course your team fight potential is quite amazing.
Yeah, it definitely would be a really deadly combination to go up against. But Tricked Esports, it doesn't seem like they want to go for it. I mean, the Batrider is in the pool as well, but I doubt that they'll go for that now that you have the Nature's Prophet to fill up the off lane. So maybe a Shadow Shaman as a support for some extra push.
Yep, but it would still come down to a pushing strategy, which, I don't know, we see is very common at the moment. To be honest, except for the meta bans like the AA, the Invoker, like Ember, Furion and all that stuff, we see more and more push bans coming out because teams just don't want to have this early advantage on the other side, because even with the pushing strategy, like if it gets through, it mostly won't be stopped, or you have to push yourself or even pick up heroes that are like pretty nice in counter push, which I don't know, is for example the Tinker. We see him so often at the moment being used just for that purpose. But Tricked, they used a lot of their bonus time, and the conclusion is they go for the Batrider and safety initiation up there.
Yeah, but now, will it be the Batrider mid, or will the Nature's Prophet just be purely in the jungle, or how are they gonna lane this now?
Yep, that's actually a good question, because with the Batrider, I mean, there's still always the possibility of a Batrider mid. Might as well work out, but yeah, the Nature's Prophet offlane and the Batrider offlane is like the most common thing we see nowadays. But as I said, maybe we're gonna see a mid Batrider and the Nature's Prophet is taking the offlane after all. Or I'm completely wrong and the Batrider is offlane and they have a Nature's Prophet jungle getting level 3, and then with the second point in treants they already start the push. But Maven is, well, they ban out the Lycan, and that is probably the wisest ban they could have done. So, yeah, no Howl coming.
Yeah, it's really surprising that the Lycan didn't get picked in the first phase anyway. I mean, Maven, I guess they wanted to just get the perfect Mirana arrow set up with the Nightmare of the Bane, so going for some early killing potential there at least.
Yep. And I like Maven's picks just by the simple fact that we have Mirana and Bane. The Nightmare into Arrow is already something that is really nice. I mean, On the other side, of course, it's two really versatile heroes. You have the Nature's Prophet. You can come into the fights. The Nature's Prophet ulti we saw many times that is like the little bounce over, like tipping over the people into death. Pretty much, they were almost pretty much safe, but all he needs is vision and some lucky bounces, and that's pretty much done. And of course, the Batrider is saving up the initiation for Trick. So the question is, what they're gonna build around these picks.
Yeah, can't imagine what they're gonna go for at the moment. I mean, the Tricked Esports, they have two core heroes, so they have to get at least one more, maybe even two, depending on how they want to lane this. If the Nature's Prophet is gonna be in the jungle and whatnot. But I mean, guessing from their bans, you can't really tell much because the Abaddon would have made sense on their own team just to get rid of the arrow debuff.
Yep.
But they go for a Shadow Demon, so
Yeah,
are they
since
gonna follow it up with something like a Leshrac?
I don't know, it would be really nice to have something to follow up on the disruption, but like with the Shadow Demon pick, we still don't know how they're gonna lane the Nature's Prophet and the Batrider. That's the problem. We're still absolutely uncertain about this, and I like what Maven is going for. They, they save up the Sand King and the Mirana, so they have now twice a choice pretty much. Nightmare into Burrow Strike into Arrow, or Burrow Strike into Arrow. So that's already a pretty decent lane, and by Tricked, they get a Centaur.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going for pick-off potential, easy burst damage as well. I mean, Shadow Demon getting the disruption, making it so that the Centaur can actually get in range even without the Blink Dagger. Easy Hoofstomp double edge to follow up, and if there's a Soul Catcher on that hero, he's just gonna get blown up.
Yep, definitely. This is gonna be really, really nasty. But, I don't know, like the Timbersaw or Maven, this is probably gonna be the offlane, so we see aggressive try, and they save the mid picks for last, I guess. But as I said, for Trick, we are not sure, I don't know what they go for, because as it looks, this is gonna be a mid Batrider.
Yeah, it really might be, and actually talking about the Timbersaw, he's gonna be really good against the Centaur, just taking 15% of his strength away. The Centaur won't be half as durable as he usually is.
Yep, definitely. Like the burst damage coming out there, like if he gets the starter farm he needs and he gets all his combinations up, the Chakra, Whirling Death, and of course into the chain, then Shadow Demon, Batrider, Nature's Prophet, they're not gonna be happy about this.
Yeah, they definitely aren't. And Trick, they ban out the puck, so I mean, they don't want to deal with the silence, obviously, neither the Dream Coil. Those two things could stop the Batrider when he is actually jumping in. But I'm still guessing they're not gonna go for another mid laner. I guess a support to go together with the Shadow Demon. I mean, the Leshrac, Lina, something of the sort, but no, they go for a Lich instead.
Yep, a Lich instead, so this is actually interesting strategy. Like I don't really see what's coming out of this strategy, because if they don't get this done in mid game, like with what do they gonna carry? Maven can, I don't know, pick something in mid now. They go for a aggressive try with the Mirana. Mirana gets farmed, Timber gets farmed, and then I just don't see a single chance for Tricked. I have to say it that way, because I don't know, this draft, of course they have the initiation, they have the amplification by Shadow Demon, the Nature's Prophet could go heavy in DPS, but then again is also not really durable. The Lich of course helps on the laning stage, but none of those heroes really have too much of a pushing potential. Like, I don't know, like this draft doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I don't really know. If it comes to the late game, it's gonna be maybe somewhat hard. Of course, it depends now on what Maven pick as the fifth.
Well, this is gonna be
Because
some traditional mid. Like they can go for whatever they like to. Like it could be Storm. They could even go for the OD just for additional right click. And they would be happy about the OD. It would be nice against the Centaur initiation, against the Batrider initiation. He can save up people, especially when there's Lich bounces come and whatsoever. And of course his right click is going directly into those heroes. Plus, all those heroes are also pretty vulnerable to imprisonment, like intelligence steal, like Shadow Demon early. Like he won't be able to do anything but like one or maximum two spells, especially if he got already some minus debuff Centaur. Same problem. I would pick a OD, but I don't know, they might go for something else mid.
yeah, the OD might be a little bit too easy to pick off at the start, but then again, it's not like Tricked Esports will probably have a lot of time to actually go rotate around, especially if it's the Timbersaw off lane, because one of the supports from Tricked will always have to be there to make sure that the Timber doesn't get too much XP.
Yeah, well, but that Timber, like, who's gonna stop him unless he makes a mistake? That's the problem. I just don't see anything at the moment they can pick it up with, unless the Centaur gets some nice hoof stomp or a disruption right when he uses chains, or then the Batrider level 6. And they go for a Zeus, and this is so dangerous. Like, Lich, Shadow Demon, Nature's Prophet, they're gonna have a huge problem with this.
Yeah, then again, I mean, they have a lot of burst themselves, Trick that is, so the Zeus isn't really tanky either, so he might get bursted down before he does anything, but if he doesn't, it's gonna hurt so bad for Tricked.
Yep, and anyway, we start with the stand-in on the SK, it's Labron. Like, Vita is probably gonna end up mid on the Zeus. Our Lachino is going for the Tinker on the offlane. Evasion is taking the Bane and joining the Mirana here, played by Nothing Special in the safe lane.
And for the Radiant side, Fire playing on the Nature's Prophet with Balsam up on the center Warrunner, Silver Haze playing the Shadow Demon, leaving Real Divine on the Batrider and Nyx on the Lich.
Yep, pretty much. So far, we don't see anything coming out as in wards whatsoever. The only thing we see is now Tricked is trying to get the early advantage, maybe catching someone out. The disruption into Hoof Stomp, maybe possibly Firefly or Sticky Napalm. The Sprout might be spec'd up, so if they find something that could be, yeah, successful. But then again, the Sandkin was standing here, so he has high ground vision. He actually saw them all being there, so now they spread to their lanes. It's gonna be solo safe lane for the Centaur Warrunner. It's the Batrider, as we said already. He's gonna be mid, so no surprise there. He's gonna even miss his block. And yeah, warding wise, we have one normal ward coming out here by the Radiant side. For the mid, of course, there is an invisibility rune who spawns. That might be a small advantage. Then we already saw D-warding coming out here by this defensive ward, and yeah, the sentry actually spotted it nicely out. Nothing else so far when it comes to warding.
Yeah, both teams starting rather standard there, and oh, this sentry is actually just out of range of the Radiant sentry, so this camp will remain blocked for the time being.
Yep.
And actually, the Lich helping out Nature's Prophet on the lane for the time being is a really nice way of both denying farm to the Mirana as well as making sure that the Nature's Prophet won't be completely useless in the first like 6 to 7 minutes.
Yep, and the Shadow Demon, he's at the end of his invisibility duration, but a new creep wave comes in. This is really bad point to initiate. He's going
really
for some
not the
harass, that's
best
pretty
time.
much it.
There's a reactive armor up already, so the Timbersaw, every time the Shadow Demon attacks, he's just gonna get more and more regen up. Oh, they used the disruption. I mean, the center was running in, but at the same time the disruption came out, the center just turned around. Some miscommunication going on already.
Yep, and in mid at the moment it looks sort of equal, but this Batrider is gonna get spammed out. He only has one tango left, and the only good thing is he has the stick charges, and now the bottle coming in the courier.
Yeah, this is going to be a real spam war in the mid. One spamming the sticky napalm and the other just going for arc lightning and not lightning bolt as well once it's level 3 or so. Oh, Timbersaw might fall down to the first blood. He needs a few more right clicks. He doesn't get the Timber Chain out, and Shadow Demon grabs the first blood.
Yep, disruption into Hoof Stomp, and it was only a level 1 double edge coming out there. But yeah, the small advantage coming out there for Tricked, so first blood, gold, and experience going towards Tricked.
Yeah, the Soul Catcher really helping out. 20% extra damage, just pure damage. It really helped them get the kill, and that's just so much damage with the double edge, especially if it gets higher levels up in the skill.
Yep. Oh, and actually there might be an arrow, but the arrow was taken off by the Nature's Prophet, so this time it didn't work out. And there's also the Sand King just level 1, so he needs to be so close for that Burrow Strike to actually happen.
Yeah, that's like the only minus of the Sand King, really, that he needs the levels to actually get the Burrow Strike, but he's in the jungle at the moment, stacking up, so that once he gets level 1 or 2, even in Sandstorm, he's just gonna farm it up, get the early Blink Dagger, get the levels back from it finally, and be really happy about himself.
Yep, sometimes, oh, I think they even go for the Timbersaw again.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet TP in as well, nice hoof stomp, stopping the Timber Chain, and level 2 double edge with the Soul Catcher, easy kill.
Yep, the Timbersaw not really happy on this lane. I mean, on all the other lanes, I'd say it looks fairly decent for Maven here, but yeah, the Timbersaw really aggressive, but yeah, even the Nature's Prophet coming in just to make sure. They were like, okay, he's higher level now, maybe we need some more right clicks. There's some pulling going on, but yep, definitely going the way for Maven here, like farming wise. The support's getting the level. The Lich doesn't even go in range. He doesn't even go somewhere here where he could like get the experience leached out of the jungle. He's just standing at the tower.
Yeah, he's playing it really safe, just keeps on denying the creeps. And it's working to some extent because Mirana is 15 and 5 compared to 21 and 9 on the Centaur, who also has 1 kill as well as 1 assist to his name. So, I mean, as far as the safe lane farmers go, the Centaur is slightly ahead. But then again, it's a tri lane for Maven there as well.
Oh,
and
there's the Nightmare into arrow.
there's the arrow. That should be an easy kill. The Burrow Strike might not even be needed, and yeah, he didn't either.
Yep, that was easy. That's exactly the reason why he stood there at the tower. He was afraid of exactly this combination, but Bane's range on the Nightmare, it's pretty huge. He was in range, Nightmare up, arrow. And if it wasn't enough, they would have gone for the Burrow Strike. By the way, there's no level 2 Burrow Strike coming out at the moment. He is going for the farm build.
Zeus might be in trouble. Prophet came in from behind, but Batrider had to back off too far, and the Nature's Prophet actually. If only there would be a Thunder God's Wrath at the moment. Zeus is about to hit level 6, but he doesn't have enough mana for it. Oh, so unfortunate. This Thunder God's Wrath would have gotten at least 1 kill and brought the Batrider super low as well. But not meant to be at the moment, I guess, as Balsam just farms up with his hoof stomp.
Yeah, he's spamming at the moment, and now that was the ultimate, but it was not enough. He already returned to the fountain, so this was like some desperate fishing attempt. Maybe he gets something, because maybe the Furion was greedy and went into jungle instead of healing. But yeah, already too late.
Yeah, really kind of a waste there, because now if he brings the Batrider low but doesn't get the finish, he won't get it either. And well, he is out of mana anyway, so I guess he won't be able to harass the Batrider down in the first place.
What is he going anyway for? That's the good question. Do we see arcane boots coming out by the Zeus since he got 800 gold saved up at the moment?
Yeah, I would think so. He really needs the mana pool as well as just the mana regen from the arcane boots, just to keep up with the lightning bolt spam.
By the way, pretty interesting to see is that there's a sentry ward coming out here all the time. There is a new observer ward, but the Timbersaw needs to be in range to de-ward it, and he has to be pretty soon on that because this ward is gonna run out pretty soon. So if he wants that 50 gold, he has to hurry up, but like that means he would maybe be in danger. There's
the disruption anyway. The Soul Catcher hits as well. There's the blink, hoof stop, double edge as well, and that's the kill before Fire even makes it there with his teleport.
It's pretty crazy what the double edge hits for. It's about, I don't know, it's like 60% of his HP plus the hoof stomp damage, random right clicks. It's pretty amazing. Like the Soul Catcher, the amplification is just crazy.
Yeah, but he actually blinked into the forest at the moment, waiting for the blink cooldown to come out, just so he can get out. Oh no, never mind. His teammate helps him out with a tango. But this is a really early blink dagger from the Centaur. I mean, they might just go on the Timbersaw once the disruption Soul Catcher combo hits again.
Yet
Even under the tower, really.
Yet, there it comes.
Oh, there's the hoof stomp only though. There's the Soul Catcher with the double edge. You're gonna get the kill nevertheless. The Thunder God's Wrath flies out as well, but the Centaur, 2 HP, he's still alive. Now reaching up a little bit.
Oh, and on top we saw also Mirana found the arrow on the Lich, and kill him off about the same time. So at the moment it's a 4 from back, but still Trick
But
has...
there's a lasso in mid lane onto Zeus, Fire running with Gear Life. And Batrider gets the kill as another Soul Catcher was there before the Flame Break came out.
Yep, but the Nature's Prophet still got killed off, so for Zeus it was at least something there. But yeah, the Timbersaw definitely not happy, and he also missed now the D-warding there. The sentry ran out, he never reached that ward. That's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, that's really sad. I mean, he was like, oh, come on, got to get there, got to get there. Suddenly, disruption, Soul Catcher, death. And 1 minute later, just blink, hoof stomp, double H, death.
Oh, and the Lich just TP'd directly into Arrow, Starfall, and it's just dying off. This is... Why would you TP directly in front of a Mirana?
Got no idea, really. This Lich has been dying too much. I mean, I think they should have just sacked the top lane completely once Nature's Prophet started TPing out. Because Lich, obviously, as we can see, cannot stay there alone. I mean, at the start the duel was pretty nice just so that the other can take off the Nightmare if they want to initiate. But this Nature's Prophet is going around the map now, trying to get kills elsewhere and just leaving the Lich to die.
And there's a little dispute on who's getting the ward, but Shadow Demon not even denying it. He was afraid that there might be the Nightmare into, then all these spells follow up. He would have died pretty much if he got caught out. So Illusion Rune goes to the Zeus, that means even more spam. And what is coming up by the Zeus? This is gonna be a 4-stuff, I guess, since he picked up the Ring of Regen. So that's pretty interesting. He didn't go for Arcane Boots, he went for finish up the the Null's Talisman, and yeah, a pretty interesting item choices there.
Yeah, I guess he maybe wants to keep up his Boots of Speed for a Boots of Travel later on, but that's really wishful thinking. And there's the lasso on the Zeus in the mid lane with the blink, the Soul Catcher not even used yet, just Frost Blast and random casual damage getting the kill.
Yeah, with the Soul Catcher on top, the random bounce of the Nature's Prophet ulti does even hurt more.
They're just finding the kills. I mean, they have been giving some away, but there's the... Oh no, just a double H by Balsam onto the Timber, so... Just blink in, double H and back off.
Yep, and this is the first tier 1
Oh,
going
mid
down.
lane, there's an epicenter coming out, but it doesn't do enough. It was only level 1, and now he doesn't have enough mana for another Burrow Strike, as everybody running away, blink away by the Batrider. And LeBron wants to go for something in the Moonlight Shadows. They do stun up the Lich. There's the Timber Chain as well. He might fall down, but the Hoofstomp comes in with the double H. They grab themselves the Timber Saw, and now Bane gonna fall as well.
Yep. I don't know, that's pretty interesting. And Mirana just got the kill on the Nature's Prophet, who was diving here, and he got hit by an arrow. And now the
Batrider went so deep. Oh god,
Yep.
he survived with 15 HP. But Zeus might be in trouble. Balsam wants to go in, but he doesn't have enough mana for the Hoof Stomp. He does now though. And is he gonna go? Yes, there's the Hoof Stomp, double edge as well. Easy pickup.
The double edge doing so much damage early game, it's crazy. 400 damage, just pure directly into the target. The only downside is you get the damage as well, but I mean, for that reason he has Tranquil Boots, and he already, he still had decent HP even after the entire fight. He didn't get much collateral. So yeah, pretty easy kill for him there, and it's 9 and 6 on the craft, and yeah, 2 tier 1s are down. We have to show the net worth. At the moment Mirana leading, which is kinda good for Maven, but then again, the farm on the Batrider and on the Centaur is pretty good, since one was in mid and the Centaur finding so much farm plus the Timbersaw kills. So yeah, Trick not looking bad, even though they play with 2 stand-ins.
Yeah, definitely going pretty decently so far. But they can't delay this out for too long, because this Mirana is actually farming. Oh, there's the Hoof Stomp though onto the Timber Saw, but a nice Burrow Strike into a Fiend's Grip. This should be the death of the Centaur for sure, and yes, Timber Saw gets it with a Timber Chain.
There's Timbersaw's revenge. He gets the dominating streak. He actually waited even slightly there with the chain. He wanted to finish him off. This is 531 gold going towards the Timber Ember. It's already late. I had a long day. So Timbersaw might actually get his Arcane Boots now if he goes for the traditional Arcanes into then Bloodstone later.
Oh, they want to go top. There's the Burrow Strike up onto the Lich. He might go down. A nice Sandstorm is there as well. The Stampede gets used, but it doesn't help them too much. Lich just takes a fall.
Yeah, Lich, like this Sprout actually didn't help him at all because he had to suddenly go around the trees that were summoned by Mr. Furion. So even this, I don't know, without the Sprout, I guess the Stampede would have done something. But yeah, since he was blocked there by his own teammate, no chance.
Yeah, and Maven, they're finding the openings. It's 8 and 9 now on the kill score. So, and looking at the net worth, the Mirana is pulling ahead quite nicely, to be honest.
Yep, the problem is that like
Oh, Nature Prophet arrow! Oh god.
That was so close. He tried to sneak the courier, but he needed one more hit. But yeah, hasted up and then he was stuck there. Like so lucky that he didn't get caught by that arrow. But anyway, like we were already saying in the draft that like we don't see any late game, and I even doubt there's any crazy mid game by Tricked. I mean, at the moment it looks good, especially because they got the 2 heroes with the initiation that come in and everything. But I don't know, overall, at the moment it goes Maven's way simply for the fact that the Mirana is farming, is not getting caught off.
Oh, they really wanted to go in. They nice deny by the Sanking, but is now Demonic perched up, should go down. Yes, the Nature Prophet ultimate takes care of that. But they want to go for more. Maybe arrow misses. Bane comes in with the brain zap. But Balsam is so low on the center, he doesn't want to go in. They're just taking casual damage, and Silver Haze should be in big trouble. But Center actually wants to go in Hoofstop, but he dies to the Whirling Death. And now, nice lasso up on the Bane. But there's a buyback by Center as well. The Lich is getting chased down at the moment. The Chakram gets the kill, and Zeus sprouted up, should take a fall here. Maybe gets a counter kill first. He's really low on mana, has to... Yeah, he uses the Lightning Bolt, but goes down in the end.
What a trade. Absolutely messy, that fight. Like, I think Mirana did the good choice. He was TPing out after he got the Shadow Demon. He was like, oh my god, this fight is going nowhere in the next time. So, but they want to go again since the Center Warner. He just came back with a buyback. If he dies again, that would be so bad for him.
Yeah, they got the Burrow Strike, Chakram, and long range Timber Chain. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was the Timber Chain. Not even... The Whirling Death wasn't even needed. Like the Brains Up by the Bane, just finishing off. So, this is really... I don't know, bad for the Centaur. He just bought back just to get back there in the fight, and I don't know. And now Nature's Prophet. What is he doing?
He's going for Aghanims and dying.
Yeah, like that is really interesting to be honest.
I mean, this
Wait,
Nature's
he's
Prophet.
going for Aghanims?
Yep. This is the first time, at least first time in a very long time, that I've seen a Nature's Prophet go for Aghanims.
No,
except
like,
for in a pub.
yeah, like in a pub you see it often, like, and sometimes you see it picked up in a massive pushing strategy, but they don't have the pushing strategy. As I said, like, they didn't pick Lycan, for example, they didn't pick, I don't know, Death Prophet, Rasta, whatsoever, even though it was available in the draft. So now they're only stuck with the Nature's Prophet pretty much. Oh, there's Initiation Resource.
They're going for more. There's the lasso on the Zeus. He should go down Hoof Stomp, double edge, just in case to secure the kill. So, some revenge, but it's really not looking too good for them. It's 13 and 13. I think they would have wanted to get a pretty heavy kill lead by now.
Yeah. But it's 13-13 and yeah, that doesn't look good. Anyway, we have to look into crafts. Like, Tricked was leading this craft by almost 2000 just because like the Timber was dying that often on the offlane, but now with all the fights and still farming going on, Maven took the lead, 2000 for them as well. And in gold it was just about the same, but now also Maven took over there. The craft is going, I don't know, to be nullified pretty soon, but
there's the Moonlight Shadow actually, they might go in. The Sanking might get a nice Burrow Strike. Here's a 2-man Burrow Strike with the Sandstorm on top of it. Oh, Lich already went down to the Thunder God's Wrath now. Fiend's Grip on the Shadow Demon as well. The Centaur falling in the background, and that's 3-4-0. Can they get more? Nature Prophet might be in trouble. There's the Timber Chain, and it's just gonna get bursted down. Oh god.
Just too many interrupts coming. I mean, the Zeus has the interrupt, the Bane has the interrupt, the Mirana has the interrupt, and on top of that, the Burrow Strike. Like, unless you're really far away, you won't TP out as a Nature's Prophet there. So yeah, now we just talked about the 13-13 kill score. Now it's actually looking really, really bad for Tricked. And to be honest, like just by the draft, this game is falling apart pretty soon for Trick here. I'm very certain about this because I don't know, the farm is still going the way of the Mirana. She doesn't die and she just keeps up the farming. She already has the Maelstrom up, and the Maelstrom with the proc does already so much damage. I mean, we look at the 702 HP Zeus, almost 900 HP Shadow Demon. The only one who actually brings some HP pool into the entire game is the Centaur Warrunner. But I don't know, even he doesn't finish up his blade mail, which he's probably going for. I don't know, like this burst damage. Anyway, but they go for
Batrider on the
Batrider.
run. He got Veil of Discorded up. Only one more Burrow Strike is needed, but he gets the blink away. But there's a blink from the Sand King as well if he wants to go. Can he get in range though? Doesn't look like it.
No, like his
But a
free
Veil of
50.
Discord on him.
Yeah, that really hurts. But now we know why he wasn't going for anything else. Anyway, the Centaur Warrunner, the arrow misses, gets the chicken, and yeah, Courier down, Centaur out. So nice little achievement there for them. And in mid,
Burrow Strike mid lane, Shadow Demon just.
yep,
God.
very easy setup there. We just talked about HP pools, and yeah. By the way, the Thundercats, yeah,
Yeah,
Thundercats
he
trap.
killed
Got
Batrider.
Batrider as well, like collateral kill, bonus kill on top of it.
Yeah. This game is really falling apart for Trick at the moment. It looked nice enough at the start with the early blink dagger and all the kills on the Timbersaw, but suddenly nothing they can really do as Maven even going for the roast just to further the lead.
Yeah, I don't know, this draft could maybe win a game if you really have early dominance, you get early towers and super tanky, maybe another pushing hero, and you're on the dire side, but as I said, the early domination is over. It's 19 minutes in. Maven starts to get some pace in their game. They also are on the dire side. They have the time to just go for Roshan. And yeah, there's nothing Trick can do. Now they're gonna fight Win in Ages. Moonlight Shadow is on. So that's pretty interesting. That was just for safety reasons, I guess.
Yeah, it's just, oh, well, we might as well. It's like really there was no actual reason. I mean, maybe Trick would have smoked up and came in. They weren't sure, so better safe than sorry for them. But looking at the net worth, suddenly Mirana is 3k ahead of anybody else.
Yeah, he got the last hit there as well, and I don't know, it's as I said, except for the Centaur Warrunner, there's nothing really worth to mention. The Mirana now, with an Aegis up, she's already doing quite some right click. I mean, Mirana starts always lower in damage than any other, like, usual carry you see, but still, like, she got all the time in the world. Like, if Maven wants to, they can just play out this game. They can go 40 minutes, 50 minutes if they want to. Like, they have, at any point they can defend it unless they really make a mistake or get pickoffs. And, yep. But I don't even think they need to play it super safe. They can go pretty soon into a team fight and then just capitalize on it, get the tower.
Yeah, they definitely can. And one really nice thing that I just saw is that Zeus was just using his lightning bolt to clear out the sentry ward.
Yep, that was pretty nice. I mean, they knew from the fight before that the sentry ward is probably being popped. It was, I think, against the Sand King there.
Yeah. I mean, it's Maven, they're just doing all the right moves at the moment. The Zeus now working towards an Aghanim Scepter, and with a Veil of Discord, Sand King on top of that. Oh god, that's just gonna be a team wipe from like Epicenter, Thunder God's Wrath. No other heroes needed.
Yeah, the brains up also pretty nice scaling. So what the Soul Catcher was for the others, oh, I think Centaur might be in trouble here. But he sees the Zeus, like the smoke actually. Yep, he got spotted out by the Centaur Warrunner and he was ready to anytime blink out there unless, yep, they don't turn around. But they turn around, which is I guess the wise decision. As I said, like Trick is not effectively farming. At the moment they're not even farming at all. Like Centaur Warrunner is not doing anything. The only one who's doing something is the Nature's Prophet. But Aghanim Scepter? I still don't get my head around this.
Yeah, it's... I mean, I guess they're just like, oh, every time we get Wrath of Nature, we go team fight. I don't know, increased bounces, increased damage, epic team fight item.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, no, it's like a nice item, or it can be a nice item, but still, you need.
I mean, I don't agree with it, but oh, the Sand King might be in trouble though. There's a Hoofstomp coming in. He got this. Oh, he's still in with the Moonlight Shadow. He's still somehow alive. Will he actually go down? There's the Sprout as well, and he will survive. There's the lasso on the Bane, though. This Bane should definitely be falling, but Thundercast Wrap coming out. Bane still alive as well. The Moonlight Shadow is just doing work, and now Mirana leap in. Drums used, they're just chasing them down. Nyx is about to fall. Shadow Demon as well, getting Beam Script up. The Chain Frost actually bounces around and kills off the Bane.
Yeah, a pretty nice bounces there. But yeah, in the meantime, they just go for Red D2RO, trying to do some damage in mid, but what he doesn't know is the Sand King already on his way. He might actually catch him, yep.
Yeah, his epicenter, Veil of Discord as well. Oh, the fire's gonna so die.
But
Oh. They got the counter kill at least.
yep, the ultimate is paying off. This was Sentry into ultimate, Arcanum's ultimate, of course.
Oh, well, he almost got the Aegis from Mirana as well, so yeah.
Almost.
Next
Like-
level item build for Nature's Prophet.
The emphasis is on almost. But yeah, after all, again, a very bad trade for Trick there. And of course, the Nature's Prophet, he did some damage to the tier 2, but that's pretty much all about it. He died there, just like Sand King versus Nature's Prophet. Just not working out. We can just have a fast glimpse how the grass evolved by now, and it's, yeah, beyond 5k gold lead now for Maven, and we have 14k XP lead. That's just crazy.
This XP is just through the roof. Of course, they've been winning every single team fight quite heavily
Yeah, they
in the
traded
last
battle
10
for
minutes.
sure. And they had Roshan on top of it. Now the Zeus ulti
mean-
just comes out for scouting purposes.
Yeah. If you think about it, I mean, the kill score was 13-13 at some point in time. But suddenly it's 15-23, so... Whereas Maven has gotten 10 kills, Trick has only found 2. And Balsam dropping super low now in the mid lane. Oh, LeBron definitely wanted to go there. He even got force-staffed by Zeus to maybe get the Burrow Strike, but couldn't quite get there.
Yep, I mean the last fight going really that bad for Trick was also the reason that the Moonlight Shadow like just owned them. Like just one of the supports had a sentry there with them, and that's just not enough. It's just not enough against the Moonlight Shadow, especially if the fight is super spread out. Anyway, we're gonna see, well, a double wave plus a double Trine spawn coming out by the Nature's Prophet. So they're maybe trading tier 2s here if the Nature's Prophet is really nice with farming up those creeps and then finishing off the tower.
Yeah, they actually might, because the creep wave is completely dead for the dire side already. Then again, Nature's Prophet himself, he doesn't dare actually go to right click, so it's taking some time, but the Treants are just so tanky, so they're forcing a TP back by the Sand King. Oh, the Stampede got used though. They saw the TP out by the Sand King. They want to go in. Finally, the Sentry comes. The Chain Frost bounces it nicely as well. The Zeus wanna take a fall now. So 2 heroes down. Can they chase down the Timber so as well? The Patrider really wants to get that kill. The Timber Chain got used though, and they should be safe, or will they? Balsam? No Hoof Stomp to come out, unfortunately.
And the instant TP. So this was a nice trade for Trick after all. They get 2 for null. The Nature's Prophet makes it out, and now they go for Mirana.
There's the Hoof Stomp. Double Edge to come in as well. Flame Break is there. He doesn't use the Double Edge yet, but finally comes out. There's the Sprout. And wow, really very nice kills.
The age is expired, the mega kill is gone. That's a nice little gold bonus there for the Nature's Prophet, and this is a tier 2 unless the defense comes. I mean, there's no epicenter anymore.
Yeah, they go in. Oh, nice Burrow Strike still to stop Balsam from blowing up the Timber. So, and he dropped so low in his turn. Now earned up. He's still healing as the tier 2 falls, but will there be a Fiend script now? Evasion is on the hunt. He goes in. There's the Nightmare on the Nature Prophet just to buy some time. Timber so trying to do some damage. Nice disruption, but it's only buying time. There is the Burrow Strike. Oh, they kill off this Timber. So nevertheless, there's the Fiend script finally coming out on Real Divine. Lightning Bolt as well. Nature Prophet has to buy back as Burrow Strike will be there. The Shadow Demon just gets popped by the Brain Zap. And the Nightmare defensively, just in case, on the LeBron.
Oh, he's still... No, he's not dying. 70 HP. Or like 65 it was. Yep, pretty close there, to be honest.
Yeah, this... I mean, Trick just stayed there for too long. Evasion came in, started with the Nightmare, then everybody from Trick actually tried to go back, but oh,
the
Nature's Prophet!
TP'd into the base. He gets this king, but for the cost of his own life.
Worth it, bro.
He's like, worth it, bro.
Oh god, man. That was some like straight on vengeance.
This is the German guy, right? Fire is listed on JDL as German, and all the others are Danes. Danish
Well, might
people.
be, I think. Didn't he also play for Mouse Sports then, if it's the same guy? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure about this, but yeah, I was just looking in the roster before the game, so because I thought they have more stand-ins, but like after all, Tricked are the guys that like have the most stand-ins pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe he is German, but this Nature Prophet, I mean, he really had to hate that Sand King to actually TP like that. Oh, Thunder God's Wrath, just as a scouting mission coming out. He has the Aghanim Scepter as well as he had a Regen Rune, so that's why he popped it.
Yep, and then look again, just fast in the crafts how, I mean, yeah, Maven is still gaining. They just had like a small setback after that team fight, but now it's going back into their direction, so they didn't lose that much. Plus they're just farming more effectively, you know, when the problem is with Tricked at the moment, when nothing's going on, you see barely any one of them farming. Okay, Nature's Prophet is farming, but none of the others is farming whatsoever, and that's what I like about the usage of Zeus' ultimate there. He's scouting them out, and when they're like, oh guys, they're all in their half, they don't even farm up their own jungle, we can go for whatever we want at the moment, so we can just farm and be ahead with it.
By the way, what do you think Trick actually have to do to get back in the game?
Draft better. Oh wait, you mean something they can actually do right now?
Yeah, of course, man.
I don't know, like some really heavy mistakes coming out by Maven, because at the moment they were fighting better twice now, and Maven actually, I don't know, lost the team fight there, or at least traded what you could say, okay, they come out ahead. But still, there is the fact remaining that if Maven gets later in the game, I just don't see how Tricked want to prevent this, and we're already 30 minutes into the game. Give it another 10 and this game is just sealed, because the Mirana, she's gonna get the next Aegis as well.
They're going in by Troyer Lasso onto the Zeus. The Burrow Strike misses as well by the Sand King. Can they get the Zeus actually? No, the Moonlight Shadow comes out and suddenly they just stop. Disruption goes on to Real Divine, but there's the epicenter coming in, doing huge amounts of damage. 3 heroes dead. They're gonna get the 4th as well. They're on the chase for the 5th. Nature's Prophet TPing out now, the lightning bolt stopping it. Will there be enough damage to get him? Yes, there will.
Make that a team wipe. Well, a hasted Zeus is always bad.
And the Zeus is quite tanky as well, 1.8k HP.
Yeah, he finished up his Aghanim's as well, like, I don't know, 3 minutes ago. And yeah, this is an entire team wipe, and we look at high ground here, and maybe we even look at the GG call by Trick, but now the buybacks come out, but look at the buybacks, that's... What? Where is it? There it is. Oh
Yeah,
my
nobody
god.
else has it for the Radiant side, so
Yep.
this is a Rex for sure, I think. They actually might back off just in case, not to give away too much. It looks like this is what they're doing at the moment.
Yeah, Maven absolutely playing conservatively here, like they are not even interested, even though they could go for it. The fast initiation on those heroes, and they might even get another kill to, you know, just solidify the lead they have, but they don't need to. That's exactly what I said, they don't need to. For no reason whatsoever you need to even push here. You can just go, give it another 9 minutes now, let's say 40-45 minutes mark, and Maven definitely has already, I don't know, just a better stand simply by the draft.
I mean, I do have to say, I really thought that Trick is gonna get a much better team fight at the Roche. They just finished up the pipe on Centaur before the fight. They used the pipe as well, and they even got the lasso initiation onto the Zeus. The Burrow Strike missed by the Sand King, but suddenly Moonlight Shadows coming out. No damage coming out from the Radiant side anymore.
and that
Oh,
Bane
they're gonna
is
fight the
dead.
Bane. Yeah, there's the lasso. The Soul Catcher used as well, just in case in the double edge. Grabs the kill, so.
Yep. But still, 4-man smoke, and the arrow flies, and it finds that little passage between 4 heroes and actually misses. Okay, that is very unfortunate, I have to say. Like, this was like just a blunt arrow because he knew they are all just heading downhill there, and he found that nice little gap where you should not have your arrow.
Oh, Sand King Burrow Strike up onto Balsam, but he's on the run now. He uses Force Staff as well, so he should be safe. Oh, Balsam really wants to go aggressive.
Well, they have to. Like, if they want to achieve something, they have to do it soon. Like, with every single second this game is going, it's going the way of Maven. Unless they do really some really bad fight. And at the moment, nobody has buybacks, so that's what I say. Like, if they go aggressive right now, Tricked might have a chance, simply for the fact that none of them have buyback. So Maven is not really interested in fighting at the moment. So all they want is like get the new sets of items up, get the buyback, and then we can fight. But now we have invisibility rune on Balsam, so he can scout. And yeah, the question is, do they find something? He could go for a double hoof stomp. Yeah, the entire team is not coming. Like, and even if they use, they could use right now the Aghanim Scepter Nature's Prophet ultimate. That would be perfect.
Oh, there's his sentry ward coming out now.
This sentry ruined his day. But I don't know, this would have been their chance. No buybacks up whatsoever. He could have gone for like a triple or a double hoof stomp. The team come in Nature's Prophet ulti, hitting all of them, and he can TP in, just snatch something. To be honest, I think they just had a solid chance there, but they decide to just go back, not farm.
Oh, mid lane, Nightmare on Balsam. Will there be a follow-up? No Fiend Script, no nothing. He was really thinking that there are more heroes around, but this would have been the easiest kill of their life, really.
Yeah, but no other hero there to follow up. Even the Sand King was too far away. Like even with Burst Strike and the Blink Dagger before, that was too much of a range to get there.
They're really splitting up, though. We already see actually Boots of Travels coming out from Maven as well, just so that they can push out the lanes, so that the Nature's Prophet won't actually threaten the buildings.
Oh, and then they get ready for Roshan. I think they get ready for Roshan.
Yeah, it would make sense, just get the Aegis and go for the GG. They leap in as well, nothing special, starting it alone at the moment. He shouldn't be the one tanking this up. Like, where's the Timbersaw, man?
Well, lifesteal. That should be enough. Yep. He's barely losing any HP.
But it's not like it's a fast row show. Moonlight Shadows does get popped though. So if Tricked want to go in, they do have to have a lot of counter vision. And the evasion is so fast with the haste rune, but he gets less sold on the Bane. Can they get this skill finally? The sentry is there. Double edges, but they do kill him off at least. And they might get more, no? There's the Stampede. But Hoof Stomp doesn't come out by Balsam yet. There's the Thunder Guard Seraph as well. They finally get Zeus, but heavy center Burrow Strike. 2 heroes down. Third falls as well. And are they gonna get more? The disruption came out, but Silver Haze should be falling in. Yes, he is.
The Mirana just dishing out so much damage, and I don't know how the Batrider survived, but he survived. So this is a 4-man for 1. That Epicenter did so much work there. Now they can easily finish off Roshan, clear out the wave, and they can just go back. Looking at the buybacks at the moment, the Nature's Prophet, Send, and Shadow Demon would have buyback, but I think by the time they finish that Roshan, they are already back. So, but yeah, Maven is just doing what I said. Like, it's 36 minutes in, they can still wait, still go for whatever they want. They can farm more, they can push, they win all the team fights. So this is just a matter of time. Like, I don't know, this really feels bad even from a caster perspective, because everything is just pointing against Tricked at the moment. They have to come up with a miracle of gameplay to make this happening.
This really is so sad. I mean, I just feel like the Nature's Prophet hasn't done anything in this game. Like, absolutely anything. Yeah, okay, he got the 1 kill on the Sand King because of it, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the lasso on the Sand King though. He just went greedy for the farm and he pays for it dearly.
Oh, and he feeds a gem there as well. Well, of course, you shouldn't do these plays, of course, but yeah.
Oh, but Timbersaw going for the Nature Prophet, but it doesn't have any stuns, so just the TP out.
Yep, this is definitely Abyssal need on Timbersaw.
Or Sheep. Abyssal would be pretty crazy. Oh, Zeus gets down Nyx, and Silver Haze on the run as well. Just drops down to 73 HP out of nowhere.
Like, he just died. Like, I didn't pick up this kill on the Lich simply because, like, I had to find the Lich. There was no engagement whatsoever. This was just double ultimate. Aghanim's refresher by the Zeus, and he got the the Lich kill and the Shadow Demon was about to die there as well. Like, if
That's
this would
so
have been a
sick.
team fight and there was any collateral damage, for example, like the Mjolnir proc on the Shadow Demon, they would have just died by the damage of the Zeus.
Yeah, it does 640 damage, and the only reason the Shadow Demon actually survived is that he has a casual cloak in his inventory.
Wow. That is best item choice. It saved his life.
Yeah. Oh, this game is so far out of Trick's reach, but there is a Sheepstick now on fire. Oh, the Veil of Discord came out, but Sheepstick on the sanction, preventing further initiation.
But I don't know, like Trick, they still play like they wanna try. Maybe Maven makes some hilarious mistake and they get a Rax and maybe then some upper hand. But
Oh, Fiend's Grip onto Real Divine on the bottom lane. They're just going for the right click. Starstorm. Nice disruption came out for Silver Ace, but it won't buy enough time. Or will it the BKB blink out? There's the Stampede as well. Are they gonna go for it? Demonic Purge with the Nightmare onto Zeus. So just toggling out the Nightmare until it ends. And Arrow misses by nothing special, but there's one ultimate. Almost killing off the Batrider.
yeah, he doesn't have a second one. He should have known that there was Urn and everything up, so he could have saved that ultimate. But then again, the ultimate just being slightly above 80 seconds. Like this will be back by the time they go for high ground, if they go high ground.
I think they're gonna wait a little bit. Oh, nice arrow into Real Divine as well, making sure the Batrider actually can come and drag anybody as they make their escape.
Yep, like everybody's out. It's Maven is playing this so on the safe side. Like they just go for the tower, some clashes here and there, and then they go back. Like they also must know how far they lead and everything, but they wanna continue in this group. They wanna get it done.
Yeah, they definitely do, and I mean, I don't fault them too much because once they lose this game, they only have one other chance pretty much. So if they lose the next one as well, they're out of it. So
Yeah, we
just
look at
giving their best
30k
there.
experience lead, by the way. I mean, okay, it's getting later in the game, so I don't know. Like experience is not that important anymore. But even at this point, they have the 30k. But the gold is even more important. It's 15k gold lead, and this is just insane. And there's no right click whatsoever coming out by Tricked. I mean, okay, the Nature's Prophet went for a casual cloak. Yes, that Aghanim's okay. Well, Scythe device is coming out, so I don't know.
And
This just doesn't work out.
Balsam, I think, is gonna go down. Burrow Strike, Lightning Bolt. There he is, the Chakram as well. He's still alive with the pipe, with the Stampede. But I think he's gonna go Thunder God's Wrath just in case the Fiend's Grip as well by evasion. And double Thunder God's Wrath. He was hoping for some support kills there.
Yeah, but the Mac actually healed them up, and they all. Do they have all now a casual cloak? Yes, they have a casual cloak, all of them. Like, no, the Batrider doesn't. So,
But
false
he has
alarm.
the PKB, so should be fine. But the Rax will take a fall here by the looks of it. But Nature's Prophet is split pushing Adamant, just doing whatever he can, although it's very little. But he actually can do. Oh, the TP is coming in mid lane now. The lasso is on Bane. Bane gets taken down. Can they get more? I think they actually might. There's the sheep on Zeus. He's still alive. The Chain Frost bouncing around actually between two heroes, getting two
what a
kills
Chain
as
Frost.
well. And they might get Mirana. Mirana gets the leap away. Real Divine is still chasing, but no less so. And Mirana too fast.
It's too bad the Nature's Prophet didn't stay and split push, because like all of them were occupied, none of them were TPing back. I think he could have done quite significant damage to the tier 3, maybe even get it. I think Maven's retreat was a bit hesitant there. Like, I think half of them called fight, the other half they were like, oh no, let's go back. So that was like, I don't know. Not really expected that Trick gets such a fight up. I mean, it helps them to keep up the hope, but still, one Rax is down, and even with this fight, I don't know, getting a couple kills there and no split push at the same time, it's just not working out.
Yeah, well, if they by some miracle win this game, then I can say that that's the first time I've ever seen somebody come back from like a 35k XP difference.
If Tricked is winning this game, I'm gonna eat my microphone, because that goes against everything I've ever seen before. Like all predictions against all odds. The stats are just talking Maven language at the moment here.
I think I got to contact Maven really fast.
No, I'm gonna eat my microphone on live on stream
Yeah, man, I'm gonna.
with ketchup.
I'm gonna add the captain of Maven on Steam and like, okay, dude, sorry, but you got to throw this game, man. Oh, Thundergod's Wrath comes out. They wanted to kill the Nature's Prophet, but Burrow Strike was on cooldown.
But nice sheep there. Like, I don't know, you don't even need to attempt that Burrow Strike, because if he does that instantly, then you never get the interrupt. The sheep duration is exactly what you need to TP out, even with a TP scroll.
Yeah, it's a really decent enough pickup. Has saved him twice, but Timbersaw gets Silver Haze. There's the lasso up onto the Zeus, but they don't have enough damage. The Timbersaw is there now. Fiend's Grip onto the Bat Raiders. Right clicks are flying in from the Mirana Leap as well. He's just chasing down the center War Runner and will get the kill in the end. Epicenter coming in, hitting the ground. Mad. But they're gonna kill the Bat Rider in the end.
Yep, that is even a double kill for the Mirana, who just came in, but yeah. What an initiation there. Like, they thought they are free, but the Timbersaw instantly killing the Shadow Demon there. No chance whatsoever for the Shadow Demon. He died pretty much instantly. That was Chain Whirling Death, not even Chakram use, and just the Shivas on top, and that was already his death. Like, even the Casual Cloak not helping him there against this damage.
Yeah, it's so funny to see. I mean, they get the lasso on Zeus so many times, but it's just so tanky, and Trick, they don't have any damage. There's a Maelstrom now on the Nature Prophet, but it's way too late, and they're going for Nyx. They kill off the Lich as well. I think he caught an arrow.
Yep, I don't think that even matters anymore. Buyback status, I don't know. Nope, none of them has it. The only ones who have buyback.
Oh god, that Nature's Prophet ultimate almost killed Evasion, I mean. Again, Scepter.
Again, Scepter, yay. Yeah, the Nature's Prophet still holding up. He's like, yeah, split push.
I mean,
yeah.
I would have understood the Scepter pickup maybe if he was on the team together with Zeus.
Yeah,
that would have been pretty sick. Oh, they're going for him now. There's the Nightmare to stop him from getting out for the time being. But yeah, there's the Fiend's Grip as well. They will have enough damage for sure.
Yep, easily. And there's also another fight coming up here.
Oh,
Zeus actually.
They get one. They might get the Sanking as well. 3 seconds on the Burrow Strike cooldown. The arrow comes in. LeBron's still alive and nothing special. Gonna get double edged up, but they're still right clicking away. There's the epicenter. They get one. They're gonna get Balsam as well. Nice blink out just before the storm was about to come.
Well, that is life on the edge. And there comes finally the GG. Because they're out now for what, 70 seconds on the center. The only one dishing out some damage here. And well, that's pretty much it. Nice GG there. This is the game. Like as we expected, Maven is winning. They've played very, very conservatively, even though they have the upper hand throughout the entire game, except for the offlane going bad on the Timber. I don't know. I think they could have ended it earlier, but they waited 45 minutes, and that means we have a small break, and then we hop into the next game. Maven will meet the winner or loser of... No, the loser of the other game.
Yeah, it's CD or whatever.
Yeah, they're gonna meet this team. So this will be up there in a second, guys. So hang in there. We're Heflatv. I'm Heflamog. With me is Coucher. Second game pretty soon.